Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. My name is Sully, and this is Sully Reacts. If you haven't checked out my other channel, Music from Around the World, I react to different types of music, different cultures. It's very interesting. Been having a good time. I just reacted to three sisters from Mexico, a trio called The Warning. I don't want to give it away, but if that sounds cool, consider going and check that out. It was awesome. All right, so right here I have a big request. Sabaton, No Bullets Fly animated story video. Very interesting. I've reacted to Sabaton a couple times. I reacted to Christmas Truce on my other channel, all right, on Christmas Eve of last year. And I reacted to another one on this channel. This will be my third video of Sabaton, I believe. All right, I hope I got that right. Yes, I feel like I got it right. So, every time I react to Sabaton, I am prepared to feel some type of way because they're always talking about war, always telling a story. So awesome. It's so awesome. So Sabaton is a band that'll bring emotions out in a feller. Okay, I love it. I love it. That's what music is supposed to do. So I'm with it. So Sabaton, No Bullets Fly animated story video. Let's go.
It's December the 20th, 1943, and in the freezing air high above Germany, Second Lieutenant Charles Charlie Brown is at the controls of his B-17F, ye old pub. At 11:30, approaching the target of the Focke-Wulf plant near Bremen, the pub is rocked as 4 explosions go off right in front of the B-17. A cry comes across the intercom. "We're hit!" In the plexiglass nose, a huge hole had been made and icy cold wind was being blown inside, making freezing conditions for the crew. Engine 2 had been hit, and co-pilot Spencer Pinky Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing. Releasing their bombs over the factory, the crew turned to the north, planning to head over the coast, then turn west for home. With one engine out and engine 4 now faulty, the pub started to fall back from the formation with another damaged plane. Sam Blackie Blackford in the bull turret watched as it disappeared into a cloud bank. There was an orange flash in the cloud. "Bandits!" Eckie shouted as 5 BF-109s streaked from the cloud bank. Then another cry. "Bandits!" as 8 FW-190s were spotted in formation ahead of the pub. Sergeant Bertram Frenchy Coulomb in the turret shot the 190 out of the sky. The navigator, Al Doc Sadek, took out the second. Pinky reported that engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109s attacked the pub from behind, swarming all over. But due to the cold wind running through the pub, most of the guns were frozen. In a turn now, the pub was repeatedly hit, taking extreme damage and killing the tail gunner. A shell penetrated and exploded near the waist gunners, injuring the crew and creating a huge hole. The oxygen supply was taken out and the pub spun towards the ground. With the crew unconscious due to lack of oxygen, the B-17 fell for 4 miles. Charlie started to come around and grabbed the controls, pulling back as the plane continued to fall. 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000 feet. Just moments from hitting the earth, the plane pulled up, almost scraping the trees as it did.
Before it starts, I gotta say something about that. That was cool. How they had a little story before the song starts. That's why I like Sabaton. That's very cool. Very cool. Bands just don't do stuff like that, and from my experience, and that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that they did that. Could you imagine being up in the air and you're in a plane and a hole gets shot out of the plane and you're trying to fight back, but your guns froze? It's so cold, your guns are frozen. Like, just what? Like, my goodness, man. That's why I have so much respect for. I know this took place a long time ago. I get it, but still today, just I have so much respect for the men and women who fight. Man, oh man, just it'd probably be hell on earth, you know? It'd probably be hell on earth. Like, that's my guess. But, alright, let's go. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so we can get the beginning of the guitar riff. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. There is so much going on visually. I'm trying to still concentrate on the music because I love music. The music sounds awesome, and the guitar riffs has like the riff that was just going on right when I paused it just now reminds me of like a Van Halen type of riff, and it just that real clean, like cool. That's what it reminds. Just cool, man. Just driving down the expressway with the top off, and you have a hot girl next to you, and you're just like, you're cool. You know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. That's what Van Halen always reminded me of, like Panama. This Eddie Van Halen's riffs just always reminded me of just like cool, you know. But that's what that's the vibe I'm getting as far as the guitar riff. Now the song and the lyrics are just off the chain, off the charts, and the video. Whose idea was it to make like a cartoonish type video and drew the band playing and stuff? So cool, man. So cool. Very creative. Very cool. I love it, man. I love it. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Very cool.
The story was kept secret until 1986, when Brown started the search for the German pilot who had shown mercy on that December day all those years ago. In 1990, Brown received a letter from a man named Stigler, who was living in Canada. Stigler explained that he had been the pilot of the German fighter who had escorted Ye Olde Pub. This video is of their first meeting.
Franz, what were your feelings when you met again for the first time?
I was so happy as we met that I clapped him and hugged him. It wasn't easy.
The fact that he risked his life really in many ways, and I wrote him in a letter. I said, if you made a habit of feeling sorry for bomber crews, flag up alongside them, I am sure that you were shot down many times. But it was not only the audacity that he came up to us and then recognizing the threat. If someone had seen him and reported him, it could have been a death sentence.
Franz gifted Charlie a book, and inside the inscription read, "In 1940, I lost my only brother as a night fighter. On the 20th of December, 4 days before Christmas, I had the chance to save a B-17 from her destruction. A plane so badly damaged, it was a wonder that she was still flying. The pilot, Charlie Brown, is for me as precious as my brother was. Thanks, Charlie. Your brother Franz." In 2008, within a few months of each other, the two firm friends went on their final journey. Franz Stigler never got the Knight's Cross, but as he always said, he got something better.
My name is Jovita Tan Stiegler. I would like to thank Sabaton and your song, No Bullets Fly. Because of this, the story of my father will live on. See you on your next concert tour. Safe journey, gentlemen, and again, thank you.
Really cool, man. Really cool. Bring a tear to a feller's eye. That was awesome. Everything about it. It was really, really well done. Everything about that whole experience was just awesome. I really enjoyed that. I love Sabaton. I'm really starting to like them more and more. They're just a deep band, man. They don't just play music to play music. Alright, you've heard me say, I like seeing bands enjoy themselves on stage and stuff because they actually love the music. This band does that. They love the music, but they want to spread a message at the same time. They're not just up on stage talking about the party they went to last night and meeting women. They talk about serious stuff that, in my opinion, people, especially young people today, needs to hear. There's people in the world today don't even know anything about things that have went on in the past, and it's crazy. Doesn't know history at all, and just every time I listen to a Sabaton song, I get a history lesson, and I feel like I'm in Mr. Bowen's class. That was my history teacher in 8th grade. But it's awesome, man. It's awesome. I feel like I'm just opening up a textbook, and I mean they make history fun to learn. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I really like Sabaton a lot for that, and not to mention their awesome skills on their instruments. Great musicians, great singer. I never heard a singer that sounds anything like the singer for Sabaton, you know. So and that helps making the band a lot better, in my opinion. There's the bands that you can just hear the singer say one word and you automatically know who it is, which band it is, you know. Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, like James Hetfield from Metallica. You can hear James say one word, you already know it's Metallica without even any music. Singer for Rammstein, you know, bands like that. And Sabaton is one of those bands. You know, just say one word, oh, that's Sabaton. You know, so I love them. I love them. Let me know what y'all thought about this. Was this your first time hearing it or watching the video? Something tells me most of you have probably seen the video. I'm glad that was a request. I'm glad I did it. I'm going to remind you to go check out my other channel, Music from Around the World. I just reacted to the warning. Go check that out. Consider subscribing, hitting the bell on both of my channels so you won't miss any videos. And I cannot talk. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your love and support, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. I will see you soon.